In this video, I'm going to be analyzing the book of Psalm 1 from a political perspective. I believe the Bible is all about politics and God is government, which has the three arms of government, just like the way you have in your country. Executive, which is the Father, legislative, which is the Holy Spirit, and judiciary, which is the Son. Politics is all about two things: power and resources. Power is the ability to influence the actions of others, while resources can be anything of value that can be used to achieve something. The book of Psalm was written by a politician, King David of Israel, and everything he wrote was based on his political knowledge and experience. I'll be reading Psalm 1 verse by verse and analyzing and explaining it from a political perspective for you. So please stay calm and pay attention to this so that you can get it. Verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. The word blessed in modern politics is what we call authorization, and authority is power backed by law. Let me give you an instance. When a new president is elected, there is always an event of swearing in whereby there is a judicial representative asking him to raise up his hand to swear an oath. The judicial representative is representing the law, while the office is representing power. And that is what makes the president becomes the authority, and any decision the president makes according to the law stands. Now let's move on. Blessed is the man that walks not in the counsel of the ungodly. Don't forget I said earlier on that blessed means authorization. That is, authorizes the man. Walks in that verse means to follow or obey. Counsel means legal advice according to the law, but laws can be manipulated if the person is ungodly. Ungodly is a very interesting word to me. Un is a prefix which means not, and godly is an adverb that has an ly behind it. God means government, and to put all these words that I've explained in a sentence, it's going to be against the government or not of the government's policy. In other versions of the Bible, the word wicked is always used in place of ungodly. But when you read the Bible carefully, the word wicked and enemies are always used differently. A person that is regarded to as wicked in ancient times is what we regard to as a corrupt person in modern politics, and there are always people on the inside. To back the statement up, Jeremiah 5 verse 26 to 27 says this: For among my people are found wicked men. They lie in wait as one who sets snares. They set a trap. They catch men as a cage is full of birds. So their houses are full of deceit. Therefore they have become great and grown rich. That verse sounds very, very interesting to me. I'm going to make another video analyzing that verse. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video so that you don't miss it. Now, enemies are external forces that wage wars, that is both economical and violent wars, and they always make themselves known to you. Now let's go back to Psalm 1. I'm going to read it as I've explained so far. Blessed, which is authorized, is the man that does not follow the legal advice of corrupt people, nor stand in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seats of the scornful. Now let me explain stand in the ways of sinners. Stand simply means to do accordingly. And anywhere you see the word way or ways, it's talking about a system, like a political system or a political structure. Now God says that my ways are not your ways. That is, my political system or structure are not your political system or structures. I believe you understand that. Sinners is regarded to as people who go against the laws of God, that is the government. In modern politics and law, sin means illegal, and sinners are people that are referred to as criminals. Now, stand in the ways of sinners will read like this: that is, to do according to the system of criminals. Now let's go to the next one. Nor sit in the seats of the scornful. The scornful are mockers of people that obeys people in authority or law-abiding citizens that do according to what the government actually asks them to do. And most of the time it usually happens in organizations. Psalm 1 verse 2. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doeth he meditate day and night. The word delight means pleasure and satisfaction. In politics, law means policy, and the word Lord simply means keeper of bread. Keeper is a person that watches over valuable things and assigns them to authorized people. Bread is a word that is used generally for resources in the Bible. The Bible uses the word Lord more than 6,000 times in place of God because they have two different meanings. Anywhere you see the word Lord in the Bible, it's always relating to resources. And examples of resources are natural resources, human resources, technological resources, information resources, financial resources, and so on. If you paid attention to verse 1 and verse 2, It used the word Lord in association to human resource, that is, blessed is the man, and man is human resource. Verse 2b, and in his law doeth it meditate day and night. Like I said the other time, that law is policy. Meditate from a judicial perspective means to study, interpret, obey, become, and counsel. Now, Psalm 1 verse 3 and 4. And they shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of waters, that bringeth forth its fruit in the season. Its leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever it doeth shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. I combine these two verses together because the result of a decision in politics is important than the person making them itself. Verse 3 deals with the person that respects government's policy that has to do with the public, and verse 4 is talking about people that cares about profits and focus on themselves. Psalm 1 verse 5. Therefore, the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. The ungodly is anti-governmental policy or corrupt shall not stand in the judgment. Stand in judgment is talking about the righteous people working with the judicial department of government. To back this statement up, Jesus said in Matthew 19 verse 28, at the renewal of things, when the Son of Man sits on his glorious throne, you who have followed me, which means to stand in Psalm 1, will also sit in 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Now let's go to Psalm 1 verse 5b. Nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. A righteous person, as used in this verse, is like a senator in the legislative arm of government that makes laws, and the lawmakers create laws according to the existing legal frameworks. The congregation of the righteous is just like House of Assembly, just as the way we have it in every country today. Don't forget I said earlier on that sinner is a criminal or a convict. Now, let me read verse 5b again, according to the definition I gave you. Nor criminals or convicts in the house of assembly of the senators, which is the righteous. Verse 6. For the Lord knoweth the way of righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. That means, for the keeper of resources is aware of the political system or structure of the senators, but the political system or structure of the corrupt shall be dismantled. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel to see more.